Oh, hello everyone. Here we are again on one, this time with Vibha Malhotra. So today we're going to take you to a place where people really would like to go because it's a beautiful place where the story is coming from India to Canada. And as you know, sharing story is about connection, is about information, it is about our relating to somebody's story. And our goal is for everyone to at least find some hope, inspiration, friendship, connection with us, and most of all, to encourage you with whatever you're doing right now. So, my name is Rosanna, and I am the founder of the Absolutely Fabulous Woman. We've started in 2014 for the 40 over 40, but this time now it's a different theme, and we're going to be using this platform to share our stories. So, I would like to begin with welcoming our fabulous guest, Viva, to our show. Welcome, Viva. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much, Rosanna, for inviting me. And I'm so glad to meet you and get to know you.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much. And Viva, I know that we've just talked earlier, and what we've shared about is, our stories, from where we've come from to this place. So I would like that you please introduce yourself to our viewers so that we can start asking you some questions so we can have more stories to tell.
Sure. Um, I came to Canada a long time ago, around more than 45 years ago. And I came as a teenager, and I find this as my home. But values from back home, the children, when they're young, we learn so much, and they're ingrained. They're like our foundation, and we bring that values forward, and they are the strength that we carry, and uh, we go to that for whenever we need that. And that's what I did. I was very young. It was a sudden thing that I found myself with no plans to be in Canada. If you asked 3 months before, I had no idea, but I found myself within 3 months in Canada. And it's been a journey, and God has been amazingly kind. It's been a beautiful journey. And I came as a young bride, and I had my children here. I have 3 grown children. I studied here. I worked and raised them. I had, it's been a journey, and I am now a proud grandmother of 3 young ones. Also,
Congratulations.
thank you. And this country, I sometimes feel, is we all as immigrants came to find our soul sisters, because I have found some amazing women. And I tell them that if I didn't come to this Canada, somebody is from, so many different countries. And I said, if we didn't come here, how would we meet? So that's what we have, learning from each other and growing. And yes.
Yeah, that's amazing. I think I can relate also with what you've said in my time as well when I came to Canada 25 years ago. Yes, I thought of coming to Canada, but I did not know that it was coming too fast because when when I applied, I had only waited for 3 weeks and my visa came right away. And I did not expect that. And even the people who had helped me to apply for Canada, they were surprised. They said, we've never processed an application, with 3 months response. So, but sometimes it happens, right? It happens like that. So for me, it happened really very fast, but I did not come from Dubai directly to Canada, but I went home to be with my family because I know that it's gonna be a long time before I can see them again. So I wasn't prepared. I thought that I would take another 6 months, 1 year. It came so fast. But of course, I am the person who respond right away. And so what I did was I went home and be with my family for 3 months and adjusted to a different life. And then I came to Canada. So yeah, and things are really very, very empty for me in the beginning. Nothing, zero, have no family here. Have one or two friends, and then I met some people here. So from that time, I was able to get to know more people, just like you, and adjusted myself slowly. And I just made a decision. It's a decision that I wanted to come here, but another decision is, to stand on your own 2 feet.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. But I think we in maybe I've just become too much of this thing as philosophical in my I still call my young age.
Yeah. Well,
think I think we think that we make decisions, but like I don't think my lately thing is, and it's come in my meditation, is that we don't make any decisions. It's
yes.
our ego. Our ego thinks that we make the decisions, but I think where we're supposed to go, the plans are already in place, and we are just our mind is thinking that way, and we're following it. And mm,
So what do
you
you
know,
do now? What do you do now?
I'm a full-time realtor, and I'm an artist as a passion. That is my passion, is art. And real estate, I love. I've been doing it since '85, and I love helping my clients. And I meet them in person, past clients, referrals, and that's another thing. It's a joy to help people because it's a very big decision to buy real estate, to be helpful, and to look after their best interests.
Mm.
And I think that's what I do. Is I sometimes, when there's a situation where they're not sure and things are like these as multiple offers, I just go to my temple and I say, God, whatever's good for them, just do it what's good for them.
Yes.
That's just surrender. There's just try to take the stress out of them and tell them, the right thing will come. Don't worry.
And it is so true when you said that, you go to God and, what's best for them.
I
Because,
just said for them because they're gonna live there for such a long time. It's such a big decision for them, right?
yeah.
So it's them. What is good for them? Let what's good for them happen for them, and
And of
that's
course,
how.
you are there to give them the good advice.
Yes, I'm there to help them, but sometimes uh, if it doesn't happen, there's going to be another one, and they're always happy. Like something better always comes for them, and
Yeah,
it's never me that I need to do this and get on and do that. No, if it takes 1 week, 1 day, or it takes 6 months, I'm there for you. I'm here for you. Don't worry about it.
that's a
We'll
wonderful customer service. So,
we'll
I want to ask you. So I like what you've said. And this is really very important, right? So, your
Mhm.
favorite quote: "Your altitude determines your
I'll
altitude."
yes.
Can
Yes.
you expand this a little bit?
I think it's your attitude, how you take things, because life is full of challenges, right? And you can just take a simple thing like somebody said something and then just make yourself miserable over it. But
Mhm.
then if you try to understand where the other person is coming from, what is happening, and just instead of reacting, being more understanding, being more uh, and then letting go, a lot of times letting go of small things, it just makes things easier to do that. And then you have more, not that it's not that I don't get upset. I'm learning to do that, but even that reaction is why something bothered you.
Yeah.
Why something, why did it bother me, why did that thing bother, instead of and trying to understand yourself,
Yeah.
because that's our journey, is trying to understand ourselves, like why we got angry, why did we get scared, why did this thing happen, like it's the main thing is us trying to know ourselves, right?
It is true. I totally agree with you. It is about our reaction.
Yes.
Yes.
So
How you
our
respond.
yes, if we suddenly react and we don't even understand what the thing is, then it's just we just make a mess of it.
Mhm.
And you can
Totally
just go.
agree with you. Don't make a decision when you're angry.
Yes, but we at the same time we are human beings.
Yeah,
We sometimes do make mistakes. We do say something in anger and we just maybe regret it. And then we say, why did we do that? But it is your attitude, and the whole thing is your altitude, because even then you come out of something faster.
that's true. That is
Because
so
sometimes
true.
people will moan over something for like, God, it happened 20 years ago. Get out of it. Come to it today. Like you're wasting this moment over your past. What, like, come on. Come on, grow
I
up.
know. I can. Yeah. Don't allow the dead to come up again. You don't to
Yes.
rise up again. No
Yeah.
more. They're dead already done.
Yeah. I think it's just that's what I mean is I that's why it's my favorite quote is that how you deal with your attitude of thinking on a an understanding level, trying to understand and what the situation is, your attitude, rather than reacting over it. Just it could just create a mess over things. So I find that
So I know that you like opera. Why opera?
I like Oprah because I love meeting people, and to be a person who had the power to meet so many amazing people. And I know that it just came to her. She made it, right? She struggled, and
Yeah.
I would love to be Oprah because even the guts to share things that I got a lot of power from her when I watched her in the 80s, I think 80s, 90s when she came out early. My children were young, so I could watch that 4 o'clock show when she came up.
I used to watch opera in Dubai. In the
Yes,
beginning, when I came there was only one show in Dubai, and most of
yes,
the shows are in another language. But the very first one that I've seen was opera show, and I really love the way she was doing her show. And then later on, I found out, the charity work that she started,
yes.
and I really like her. And to be very honest with you and everybody, viewers, this is the first time I'm revealing this. I wrote to Oprah.
Nice.
I wrote to Oprah in probably in the 90s, and I really wanted to be part of her show. That's one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yes,
I actually congratulated her at that time. This was way back, maybe 30 years ago. 20,
wow.
20, yeah, about 30
Yes,
years ago. And so I wrote her a letter, and I wanted to be part of her show, to be a guest, right? And I went to Chicago because I was going to Chicago, and I thought that I can be sitting there in one of her shows, right? But I never got a reply. Oprah, if you're listening. But anyway, this is really, really old.
uh,
So
she's
anyhow,
she's
yes.
yes, she's got Mandela and Deepak Chopra and all these amazing people on her shows. She's not calling me.
Yeah, I know, I
I
know.
I
I've
just
seen
want to
Deepak
be
Chopra
her.
there.
I want to be her interviewing.
But for me, I was just wishing to be a guest, like to be sitting there
Yes,
as part of the audience, because I was going to Chicago at that time.
yes,
And I never,
yes.
well, anyhow, it's okay because, I've seen a lot more of her shows, and we're advertising Oprah here, but I really like her Christmas, favorite things of Oprah. It's part
Yeah,
of our
actually,
story today.
it's actually I haven't even watched much of her. Just lately. I haven't. I've been off TV, totally off, TV. Like I don't watch any shows for the last 5 years. I haven't watched
I'm the
anything.
same.
Yeah, I don't have a TV actually.
Yeah. Same here. We don't watch TV. But anyhow,
I
I would like to ask you another question. Since we're talking
yes,
about the years gone by and things like that.
yes,
So can you
yes.
tell me a little bit about your fondest memory of your childhood?
Mm. I have had a very beautiful childhood, and it's really hard for me to pick one memory. But I have this one memory that I mentioned to my children lately. Is as the youngest child of the home, where children, my siblings were between 18 and 11 years older than me, being raised on a dining table. My dad was in another city establishing his business, sitting raised up on cushions, and everybody, my mom loved reading, and all my siblings are busy, maybe preparing for their exams or studies or something. Everybody is engrossed in the books, and I've also got my books to read. So I have this memory of looking up, and everybody is in their books, all four of them. We have five children, so, and my mom, so six people on the dining table, and that's my fondest memory. And we all are avid lovers of knowledge. And that's
Yeah, for me too, growing up, I know that we did not come from a rich family, and it was really a very, a very trying times for my parents at that time. But I always remember that, on the table when we come together for lunch or for dinner, and that's not any fancy food, probably just the rice and something, maybe a fish or maybe some vegetables. But we were happy. We were happy, and we're not having lots of whatever. So if it is a bowl and there's six of us, we have to share it into six people, right? But we never complain. We just ate what we had. That's all. And we're so happy. We're giggling. And sometimes my father would tell us, he's very strict, when you are eating, it should be like, yeah, no talking, laughing, and things like that. So
yeah,
most of the time I would start to giggle. I think I'm a very giggly person, and
that's
until
beautiful.
now.
That's
So
beautiful. That's beautiful. Yes.
and so I would start it, and my father would tell me to leave the table to laugh on the other side before I spill my food somewhere else. So anyway, but my recollection of my childhood, we never had much, but we were happy.
Yes. Yes.
We have of course challenges in the family, but I mean, like, I always remember coming to table when we all sit down, we're so excited of what we're going to have. And if I look back at this time, I said that was not much really. But why we're happy? We're so happy. We're just going to eat. Maybe we're hungry. Maybe
I
we're so
think
hungry.
childhood is amazing anyway. Like childhood is just amazing. Everything is fun. We're learning. That's what we're doing. We're learning our surroundings. We're growing. So that's what makes us happy, is we're learning things. So my
And
thing was, everybody is involved with their books. Like it wasn't food. We were sitting on the dining table and we
yeah,
were all engrossed in our books. So
and
that's
and when it comes to that, when you said that you're sharing, so sometimes because we didn't have enough for everything, right? So, but we
yeah,
were happy that we can enjoy something,
yeah,
and this is what we do. So one will borrow, we like comic,
yes,
like all these superheroes and things like that. And one will borrow a comic and will sit down on a doorstep, right?
yes.
And then the rest of us, the viewers at the back, is like TV, and one is reading loudly, and we're listening, and we're going like this. Show me, which one is that? You're looking at the
Yes.
comic drawing, right? It's like a television for us at that time.
Oh, it was like that. but that was my school, my girls, the friends, because my siblings were so older than me that you didn't there was a disconnect. So I was always wanting to go to somebody else's house where there were children of my age.
Yeah. See, well, you see, but that's the thing, because I'm the eldest. I'm the eldest
Yes,
in the family, and so
yes,
I'm the first one to read. So I will have
yeah,
the comic, and sometimes I'm
yes.
too fast because there's like six of us, reading behind me. And they said, "I want to see the picture." I can't move. I get impatient.
Everybody's on your shoulder. I can just picture it. I can just picture the
But
lovely scene in your head. Yes.
yeah, but we didn't have children books. Yeah, we had children books from the school when we went to school, but
Yeah.
from our home, no, nothing like that. Whoever brings a magazine, it's kind of like everybody attacks it.
We used to have a way that we used to not buy the books, but we had a way in India is that this person came on and you could borrow them.
Yeah,
They
same
you
with
gave you
us.
a book. Yes, they gave you did a monthly subscription, and then you read the book and gave it back, and then that's how they did it, which was good. So my mom had that because she loved to read,
So
and
for me, we had a store, and in that store, we hang, different comics, right? So we started renting it to people. They will read it with their friends or themselves, right? And they will return it after. We will give them 2 days to read, but
yeah,
they
same thing,
pay only
same
like
thing.
a few cents, right?
Yes, that's what they used to do back then, which
Yeah,
was
back
beautiful.
then, right? Back then, not no more now. They
But
have
now,
Kindle.
now we have tons of books that we just are throwing them out after
Yeah,
sometimes.
how things change, because now you can read and watch everything, on the internet, right? And I think so the best thing that ever happened with this new technology and with all this advanced technology is that it doesn't matter what age you are. If you know how to turn on that computer or the cell phone, you can actually play, you can sing, you can dance, you can watch movies, whatever you want to do, you can learn in online learning these days, right? So
That's
I
true.
like to ask you this question. I feel that you're a very deep person. And the question is, what is invisible but you wish people could see?
I think a lot of times there's so much in us, and people don't know anybody else's journey. Like right now, we're talking, and I'm learning about your story, and you're learning, and we just go into the moment, and we don't try to understand each other. And I wish people could see others' journey, their pain, their happiness, and understand what they're all about.
And if I may add to that, and I've always, and you probably might see it on my post, I'm always saying be kind, because we do not know what the others are going through,
Yes.
right? What they're fighting at this time, we have no idea, right? So it's really very important, especially these days, that we are in this stay at home order again, right? That a lot of people are really having some challenges, staying happy together in their household. And some are really having a hard time because they're not a homebody person. They're, you know, people who love socials and being
Yeah.
outside. So each and every one of us is unique, and we are, we have our own likes and dislikes. And this is very challenging for so many. So if we can add this to the question. So how do you start your day, especially during this time
Um,
where we are all, you know, uh, limited with what we can do outside?
my day starts first thing. I think I get up and I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot about ancient times. That's what I'm doing. But my day starts with a prayer. and water, hot water. I like hot water in the morning, so I do that. I sit down and maybe journal a little of my thoughts that have come. Actually, before even that, I like to sit up and do some meditation for a few minutes before that, before I get up. And with my water, I like to journal and be thankful. What am I grateful for? Because there's so much to be grateful for in the day. Get ready, do my prayers, and usually there's a meeting or a Zoom call waiting around 10 o'clock in the morning, or I'm taking a course, some course, and then once a week we have an art thing on Thursday mornings. We do usually, we all get together. We have a group of friends for art, and that's how my morning usually goes, like that. And then appointments, or there's different things go, the day goes. And I'm grateful for the Zoom, and also for being able to be in touch with this technology, especially at this time where you can connect with families overseas and everything, and your friends, to just find out you're okay. I have consciously recently decided that, okay, I'll try to connect with one person if I can. And because even this WhatsApp and Facebook is doing it, that we're not connecting with people. I try to avoid too much time on social media, because it can just take the day off.
Yes, it is true. It's true. So very same with me. I always start with my meditation, with my prayers, and asking for guidance for the day. And I do my business from home. I've always been working from home, and being grateful every day because I'm still here, our family is here, and my friends are still there. Although I've lost a few family friends due to COVID, and I'm still very grateful because we are in this place where somehow, we are safer than the rest, right? And I want to share this as well, that I think so a week ago I was reading about the 25 best countries in the world, and look what came up. Number one is Canada. So congratulations, Canada. Congratulations for being number one. So yeah, so I just want to share that today. So if you were to travel, where would you like to go?
Okay. The first thing I want to travel, because I haven't gone to India for 3 years, is India, because my older sister is not well. And I really want to see her. And you're also scared to go if these things are not right, that you might take something from the plane, and all this quarantine thing, so I can't see her. And she's in the hospital right now, so I really, really pray that she gets out and I get to see her, because she's my hero, she's my guru, and I have her on my table along with my other spiritual guru, both of them on my desk. And this other place I really want to see is Europe. I have seen parts of it, but I want to see more, because there's lots of history and there's so many beautiful places to see. So there's a few countries in Europe that I really want to go and spend more time, and Russia too.
And me too. I would like to see India. It's been there in our bucket list. And my husband is from Pakistan.
Is it nice? Well,
Yeah, it's from Pakistan, and we're supposed to be going to India. It just kept on, like, like later, and now I think so. Our kids are grown up now, so
yes,
we can go.
My parents were from the undivided India.
Oh,
so they moved in the partition to India in a very sad way, with in the thing. So they were amazing people, because what I respect about them, they never My grandfather and my granduncle were killed in the massacre. I don't call it partition, I call it a massacre, because there were millions of people that were killed and nobody has told the story of it. It's been, you know, so on both sides, and it wasn't needed. It could have been done much more civilized way. It was not needed.
Mm.
So they loved their home,
Yeah.
and it was beautiful. So it was all one. We are all one people. We are all human beings, and we are all one people. They never. They only said that it was just madness, because my mother praised all her neighbors from back then and everything. So it was just, yeah. So I wish it never happened.
Yeah, some things happen that actually right
Yes.
now, if we're looking at what happened before, it could have been a different approach, and it did not
Yeah.
go that way, right? But
Yes.
before,
And
I think our mindset changed also when we are what you call, or we evolved, right? So right now we have a different view of things because of the availability of resources. During those time, probably they're limited, maybe
no, it wasn't that. It wasn't nothing to do with that.
nothing to do with
This
that.
is this is no, this is too complicated.
Okay, let's not go there. Let's not go there. We have to
No,
have a
I
nice
just
day.
say that I'm just saying that it was something that my parents always talk about, their roots, and it was one country, one people. It wasn't even needed to be divided people. It
I,
wasn't needed.
I think that's what happened to my
Yeah.
husband's family because they're from Surat. They're
Yes, it
Gujarati.
wasn't needed. Yes, that like this whole thing was created. The
Yeah,
division was the
that's what they
division
said. That's what I heard from before. Yeah.
the division was created, and that's all. It's power, politics, hunger. That's all.
Okay, so we want to end in a good note.
Yes,
I want to end
yes,
in a good note, and we're ending it now. So, what's
yes.
your parting words for our viewers?
Oh, goodness. Um, just be grateful for all the good things in your life,
Mm-hmm.
and gratitude and forgiveness. We cannot forget what has happened to us, but we
Yeah.
can learn to let go and forgive and live in the moment. You can't live in what happened, what somebody did or something. Just make your day, make your moment, make it count, move forward,
Amazing
and
words.
smile,
And
smile and
smile.
bring light.
Oh my goodness. You should see my post. It's always there. So yes, everyone, I want to thank you for joining us once again here. And we hope to bring you more stories and of course information. But as Viva said, it's important to be present, right? Enjoy the moment. Right now it's springtime, smell the flowers, and be kind, share some smile. And basically, if you are smiling, you look more attractive.
That's true. That's true.
So you look more attractive. So from me, I'm Rosanna. You can find us on YouTube, and this will be our one-on-one is always published on Wednesday via YouTube, and I share it also with Absolutely Fabulous Women of Today page on Facebook, and of course, I also share it on my personal page. Also, we are on Instagram. So if you would like to connect with Viva, you can also find her on our page because I will be including her Facebook page and maybe information I will get from Viva if you are allowing me to do that. So
Thank you.
anyhow, I hope that you have found some inspiration in our story today, or information, or connection. So thank you so much. We hope to see you again and
Thank
be
you.
happy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Vibha. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.